All right, hey everybody, we're out here today, and I've got a special guest for the video series of this great thing that I'm doing. I still don't know what I'm doing yet, but we got a guest, so I'm
doing a great
there
job,
with
man.
it. So, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself? Tell us who you are, what you're doing here, where we're at, and what's going on.
Yeah, I'm Rudy Stransky. We're shooting NRL22. Guy DeMarco is the director of the match. It's the most fun match I ever really shot. I shot some matches before, and this one is the one. I really love it. It's inexpensive. It's a lot of fun, a lot of precision. I think, to me, it just does it, really. And I know next season we're going to have a lot of good shooters, a lot of pro shooters coming in. I already talked to a lot of them, so I'm excited.
So, what are you shooting today?
I'm shooting CZ455. I got Lila barrel on it, and it shoots one hole. It's an amazing rifle.
Now, it shoots one hole. How do you shoot it?
I'm pro, right? I suck today a little bit, but it's all right. It's all right. I think I'm winning the match today, so
okay,
I'm excited. I think
so last month, where did you place overall?
I won.
You won last month. That's awesome.
I did.
That's
Thank
awesome.
you.
So he's trying to defend his title right now.
That's right.
But there's a guy in base class
He
that is creeping up on the leaderboard, and it's not me. It's another gentleman that is out here that drives out from Panama City, and he is putting the screws to us. He is making us work for it. I know he's got me beat today, but he's coming after Rudy in that #1 spot. So we're going to have to shoot this last stage, figure out who the point winner is. All right?
Today he was whooping me really bad. Luckily he can shoot paper, so we're good.
Well, you know, everybody's got their weakness, right?
That's
Great
right.
positional, maybe not so great on paper. I don't know. I'm just out here having a good time.
Neither
Stay
one.
with us. We'll report back, and you'll find out who the winner is.
Thanks, guy. Need to practice a little
All
bit.
right, folks, we're back, and as you can see, Rudy is standing with me, which means he is our what?
Winner!
He is the winner of the October NRL22 series match here at ALTUS Shooting Solutions in Baker, Florida. He won. It was a close match. He did beat Mr. David, our base class shooter, his second match, and he has taken first for base class both times, and now he is taken second place for the match, which is awesome. Which means I need to step my game up because I came in last for base class. Keep training. What do you got to say? How was it?
What was awesome match, man.
What did you think of the actual NRL22 course of fire that was put out by
It's really
Eric?
It's not easy. It's really great. I like it. It's challenging, very challenging. So I'm enjoying it tremendously. Enjoying the tiny little targets. I'm enjoying the stupid positions. It's horrible.
What did you think of our holdover match that I used the Max Ordnance
Oh, I had a hard time to understand it first.
Academy.
My English is not that great, but
Max
no,
Ordnance Academy targets? I printed offline and then adjusted it for 22 at 50 yards. Thanks Advisors Group for that little trick. And
it was
then
slick. I'm serious. It was.
had to dial you had to hold over. You weren't allowed to dial elevation or windage. So
I cleaned it, so I loved it.
you see, he loved it because he cleaned it. If he got a 70, it'd been like, I need a reshoot.
Thanks.
We have a running reshoot joke here at the range. What did you think about the field stages? What did you think was your favorite field stage, not NRL22 stage?
I really like them all. I really enjoyed them all. It's I like tiny targets, so the distance was great. So it was challenging. You know, nobody cleaned it, so those little things we had a hard time to clean it. So really challenging. Not much for kids, but for adults. Loved it.
Okay, awesome. So now you have 2 overall first place finishes for the match. How do you think?
I got more, man.
Okay, 2 back-to-back. You're back-to-back defending champ. So how are you going to progress going forward to make sure that certain people don't show up and clean your clock?
They won. I'm in their head. That's the thing. It's a head game now.
What about Alex? How's Alex for competition?
Oh, he's great. He's a great shooter.
He's going to come back. You think he's going to take it from you?
I think he won't because I'm in his head and I will talk so much smack to him. He's just not going to.
So what about Brandon?
Brandon? Well, Brandon is a great guy. I love it. But every time he came,
I'm trying to get some dirt for Randy to spill on his competition, and he's not falling for
I
it.
like Brandon a lot, but you know he got whooped, so he needs to show up and shoot, right?
I mean, he's working on the AG Cup this weekend, so
He does.
he's setting it all up.
And before he had to train for
Gap Grind,
yes.
and the month before that he was at the beach.
I just think that he doesn't like the spanking he got the 2 days.
I
matches
don't
in a
know.
row.
Well, stop beating up on him so hard.
Right, I know, but it wasn't just me. I think that you were with him right there, right? I think that you spanked him too.
I can neither confirm nor deny how I shot against Brandon, because honestly, I don't know. I'd have to look back at the scores. But with you securing your win today, I think you are definitely in the chase for the points. We need a couple of our other shooters to come back and get back to it so that we have more competition, so Rudy doesn't just run away with it.
Come on, Alex, come on. You're gonna get spanked that game.
Calling you out. You got to bring that. You got to bring that CZ 457. It's got to be the battles of the CZs.
We're gonna quit the reshoots though. That's not gonna be no
if
more
you didn't
reshoots.
know, Rudy took a reshoot today.
I did.
So there we have it. Rudy's got a reshoot in the book. Nobody messed with his scope. It was just Rudy being Rudy. He was in his own head. But I just want to say thank you for coming out and supporting the matches. Thank you to ALTUS for letting us host these matches. Thank you for the NRL22 for putting out awesome courses of fire and then empowering match directors like myself, first year match director, first year competitive 22 shooter, being able to come out here and host these matches. Thanks to Eric for making the stages of October super fun. And then thanks to our series sponsor, Voodoo Gunworks. We had one Voodoo out here today, and he rocked it. He actually took third. It's nice to see a couple of Voodoos hitting the track, hitting the stages out here, and putting in work. We really like to see that. So come on out to the NRL22 matches here at ALTUS Shooting Solutions. Take care, guys. Thanks.
Thank you.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm back. I just interviewed Rudy, who was the overall match winner, but we have the overall match second place finisher, Mr. David, and he's also a base class shooter, so he outshot all of the open guys and the base guys and the ladies and the young guns, and he just took second place overall, but he's a base class shooter. He beat the pants off of me last month. He beat the pants off of me this month. Mr. David, what kind of rifle are you shooting?
I'm shooting a CZ 457 varmint. It's about $522 MSRP. And I've got a Vortex Diamondback tactical scope on it, $499 MSRP.
See, there you go. He's just burning it down with stuff right off the shelf. What kind of ammo are you shooting?
SK flat nose match is what I was using today.
SK flat nose match.
Yes.
Have you ran that through a chrono or anything like that?
I have not. I don't own a chrono.
So he doesn't even own a chrono, and he's still shooting very well in these matches. And this is how many matches have you competed in?
This is my second match ever.
Second match ever, and he's already taking second place. So I think that proves that we don't need to spend a bunch of money to get into this sport. He's got a base class weapon with base rifle, base optics. He's running a good bipod, and then he's just shooting some SK flat nose, and he's beating the brakes off people, giving Rudy a run for his money. I mean, we were counting score before we put it in the phone and tabulated it. It was really close. So how is it being a new shooter coming to a match? Your first match was last month. We didn't do any type of interview or anything like that. How is it coming onto a range, not knowing anybody, and then shooting your first match?
The first match was a little nervous. I definitely, had to watch what other people were doing to figure out what to do, and I didn't have as much equipment the first match. I was just coming to see how it goes, see if I liked it. Turns out I liked it, and then so I researched what kind of extra things I needed to buy and prepared for this match.
Okay, so what equipment didn't you have the first match that proved beneficial the second match?
A bag. I did not have a bag. I was able to borrow a bag from other people during the match, but I just wasn't used to using it.
Okay.
And so when I went home after the match, I bought a bag and then practiced in my living room, different positions, where to put the bag, how to use it.
Okay.
So that was the biggest difference.
So getting some new equipment, what do you think, how much practice have you put in between the last month's match and this month's match?
I've gone to the range twice, but I set up some barricades in my living room, and hung a piece of paper on the wall on the far end with little tiny dots on it. And so I would set up on the barricades and then, pretend to pull the trigger. And if it looked like my sights were on, I'd call it a hit. If it didn't look like they were on, I'd call it a miss and practice that way.
And how many times did you do that?
Every few days I would do it.
Awesome. So you were practicing things that you thought that you might encounter in a future match to practice for this match. And I'm going to go ahead and say it paid off because you took second. Any advice to a new shooter out there?
Just come out and see what it's like, and you'll enjoy it, you'll love it, and you'll come back.
Okay, cool. I appreciate it. Congratulations on the second place finish
Thank you very
today.
much.
Congratulations on beating me today as well. And new NRL22 member, and your name's going in the pot for those monthly prizes. So hopefully you win. Thanks, guys. We're out here at ALTUS at the October match for the NRL22. Stay tuned.
Program are you using for editing?
iMovie. Basic. Dude, I'm super ghetto. It's totally fine. Hey, folks! It's, wow, echo. It's super basic Guy DeMarco here, and we're with our top 3 finisher. We call him Doc, Randy, because he's a doc, and his name's Randy. But he is our top 3 finisher, as well as our top mill shooter of the day here at ALTUS Shooting Solutions in Baker, Florida, at the October 2019 NRL22 match. So, was this your first NRL22 match here at ALTUS?
Yes, it was.
What were your expectations coming into it, coming from the PRS world?
I've read all the stuff that they've got on the website for NRL22, kind of the stage designs and stuff.
Okay.
Then I wasn't really expecting all the extra stages that you had done.
Okay.
So that was a nice surprise. It was a good match. The courses of fire were set up pretty good. They were challenging.
All right. Of the NRL22 stages that you shot, was there anyone that you found more difficult than another?
Not really.
Okay.
They were pretty even, I would say,
Okay.
for the most part. I guess one of them was easier. I found like the prone supported to prone non-supported was probably one of the easier stages for the NRL course of fire.
All right. And of the field matches that we shot out here in the field, what do you think was the most challenging?
Probably the Cancer Sucks stage.
Cancer Sucks stage. Okay. For those that don't know what the Cancer Sucks stage is, it's also Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so all of our targets were pink, highlighted or neon pink, and they ranged from 70 to 115 yards, and they were extremely small, and you had to shoot near to far, far to near, and then take 2 shots at the farthest target at 115 yards. And once again, you only have a minute and 20 seconds, or you only have 2 minutes to do this. Therefore, it provided a little bit of extra challenge to some people going from barricade, no barricade, and back and forth. So you think that one was the more challenging one?
That was probably the most challenging one of the day for this match.
Okay. And what kind of rifle are you shooting?
Voodoo V22.
Voodoo V22 at the Voodoo-sponsored NRL22 match. Love it. What kind of ammo were you running?
SK long range match.
And what type of optic?
US Optics B25.
US Optics B25. So definitely a base class gun, guys, right? No? Okay, that was a joke from earlier as well. Okay, so you were also the top 3 finisher, but you were also the top mill shooter. So I take it you're active duty?
Yes.
Okay, so you're active duty, and I think that's something that we're going to incorporate here at the ALTUS community for the NRL22 is we are military-centric. We have a lot of military that comes out and shoot these matches. So I think what we're going to do internal is just go ahead and shoot and create our own mill division. That way some of our guys can go back and brag to their buddies like, hey, I was the top mill shooter when they go into work on a Monday morning. Is that what you're going to do? Is you're going to probably just walk into the med shed and just bust on everybody that you're the top mill guy?
Probably.
I would too. No lie, I would. I'm still going to tell everybody I'm top 3 for base class. Doesn't matter that there was only 3 of us, right? Anything that you want to throw out there for for the viewers about shooting your first NRL22 match versus a PRS match?
I mean, it's pretty similar. The group of people seems pretty similar as well. Everyone's really helpful to each other, to new shooters. If you've got an equipment shortage where you might not have bags yet, or you might not have a piece of equipment, it seems like anyone would be willing to loan stuff over to new shooters. And it's the same with PRS and pretty much every shooting event that I've been to.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you guys for hanging with us and checking us out. If you haven't become a member of the NRL22, I highly suggest it. Get on NRL22.org, check out, find a match near you. Or if there's not a match near you, look at starting your own match and running these matches yourselves. I'm a first-year match director here at ALTUS. I petitioned the organization. They said go for it, and I've been running with it since early 2019-2020 season, and we're having a blast. We're having fun. We're getting the youth out here. We had 2 youth shooters today and a ladies shooter. So we're really rocking and rolling down here at ALTUS. If you're in the area, come out, check us out. Check ALTUSShootingSolutions.com underneath competitions for our next matches. Thanks, guys. Thanks for tuning in.